Hey guys, it's Kitty Jewett. This is R&B.com, and I am here with Dante Bowe. Talk about a Grammy Award-winning, multi-platinum selling songwriter, chart-topping performer. Come on, the list just goes on and on and on. The recording artist from Rockingham, North Carolina, and the 2023 BMI Gospel Songwriter of the Year. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Yes. Before we get into it, how does it feel to be the Gospel Songwriter of the Year?
I mean, it feels good. I think that I've worked really hard and I write a lot of songs, so it feels a little natural. At the same time, you're still surprised that you get these awards or accomplishments. So yeah, it feels good though. I'm happy about it.
Nice. And for those who are not familiar, and clearly they've been under a rock, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the music industry and your musical journey.
Yeah, so I mean, my family is a musical family, so I've been raised around it my entire life. I would always listen to my uncles and my aunts sing, and it's not something I thought I would ever do professionally. I think I had ideas, growing up, like I want to do this, I want to do that, and I think singing was a part of that. But I knew maybe when I was around, 13, going on to 14, that I wanted to probably try to do it professionally. And so my parents put me in studios, and I had all the, I would get CDs for Christmas and like DVDs of like performers for Christmas, and I would study and just started actually taking it serious. But long story short, I left to go on the road right out of high school. I'm 18 years old, and I haven't looked back since. And so this is what has come of it.
That's amazing. And I think the best takeaway from, hearing your musical journey is that, yes, you had a musical family, but they believed in you. You knew that was something you wanted to do. So I think that kudos to your parents for,
yeah, right. Shout out to
your vision, right? And being like, okay, we're going to support you. Talk about support. That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Get you in the studio.
Really good. Yeah.
Like studio time, Carl. I mean, come on now, parents. You need more than a shout out. Who knows?
Definitely believed in me from the beginning, and I'm grateful for that, for sure.
Yes, and it definitely paid off because you made some Grammy nominations here for, like, let us know about your history making Grammy nominations.
Oh yeah, so yeah, for the gospel genre. I always choke up, like I don't know how to say it all the time, but I mean I got it now. But I made history for the most simultaneous nominations in one year, and so
come on.
Actually got it tattooed on my leg.
Move the leg.
Because I was so shocked. I'm like, did no one get, like, I thought, how is it even me? So it was definitely like crazy that God will, when he uses you to make history, that's wild. Like, that's a wild experience. You know what I mean? No one can take that from you and your legacy. So, I mean, it did happen.
It did happen. And it's incredible. Wow. Hard work definitely pays off. And congratulations for all of that.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So tell us about your time with Maverick City Music and, working with the group.
Yeah. So I worked with Maverick from the beginning. I think it was two of us at the time, members, and then we added on, as time went on. And it was actually, I mean, it was me learning what it's like to be in a group in the industry, so there's some good times, there's some bad times, highs and lows, and you take it all, and all of it's a lesson at the end of the day. And I'm grateful for what we were able to accomplish, and I think that it's stuff that I feel like will go down in history, especially in that genre. So I'm grateful for them, for sure.
Absolutely. And how would you say the transition has been from starting off in a group and then going off as a solo artist?
I didn't start in a group. I did.
Oh.
I did them after I had already had like a number one. I was I was touring on an arena tour before we did our arena tour.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was signed to I was signed to Bethel Music, which is like the second largest boutique label in Christian music. So I had already first black artist, like after William Matthews signed to that label, and so I was already doing that, and then I went to be in Maverick after being in a collective before them, and so I think
So then I guess I should pose the question as in, how is it going from a solo artist, to being in a group now back
right.
solo? There you go. That's a sandwich for you.
It feels good. I think it's all a part of the plan. Like I like it all. You know what I mean? I don't think I would want to be in a group per se again. Just because of all the technicalities and you being responsible for yourself over being responsible for six other people, it's like hard work, and so I felt as though it was definitely something I was supposed to do when I did it. And I think, now, until I end this whole thing, I probably will never be in another group again.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay, but it also helps you to work with other artists,
Like a collaboration and things like
yeah,
that.
adds another feather into your hat, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You're right, because you've written platinum songs and tracks for In Spite of Me with Tasha Cobbs, right?
Yeah.
Featured Sierra and Maverick City. So, I mean, you're working with so many incredible artists. And it's just amazing to watch you just continue to grow.
Thank
You know, you're welcome. You're expanding your musical repertoire, including inspirational R&B. So tell me exactly, what is inspirational R&B? What does that mean to you?
I mean, I was raised, just as much as I was raised on gospel, I was raised with rhythm and blues, and they tell the best stories. Sometimes, it could be sad. It could be about a breakup. It could be about love and falling in love and experiencing that. It can have a gospel flair, soul. And I think R&B has been so much, part of our history and my life personally, that I wanted to do it at some point. I didn't think it would come this early. I always knew I wanted to do it, but it just means, love. It means falling out of love. It's about relational equity, I think. And I think my album, you can hear that, where it just talks about relationships in a way I never really talked about it before. Yeah. Usually people are used to hearing me talk about relationships, only, my relationship with God, and so I feel like rhythm and blues, you have to talk about the rhythm and the blues. And so I hope people can hear it in my record. And it's inspiring, like you said. I like the way you put it with inspirational R&B, because I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, for sure. And since you mentioned your album, let's just get right into it. Your self-titled EP. What was the inspiration behind it? I mean, you kind of touched on it, but can you give us a little bit more details of the tracks?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think just my life in general is the inspiration behind the album. I didn't really know what I was creating at the time I was creating it. My producer, John, was just playing tracks, and then I went on to work with Chaz Beats and different people like that. And they would just play tracks, and I would sing whatever was honest to me. For real, that's really what happened. Like, I didn't have this game plan of like when it started being R&B, our team had to rethink the actual focus and what are we doing, what kind of video are we doing. Everything just changed when the album went from this to R&B,
Yeah.
And so I was just writing about my life, what I was going through, if I was, into it with my parents, or if I was, falling in love, or, all the different things, that life brings about. And I was always afraid to talk about. Now in this album, I definitely talk about it. I talk about betrayal. I even get in my bag when I'm just talking about myself. I work really hard, and no one can take that from me and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a great album. I think it's the best thing I've ever done, for sure.
Well, we would have to concur with that because I mean, there's so many great tracks, and
Thank you.
you're so welcome, and you really can tell, just hearing what went into the album. You can
Yeah.
hear that. You can hear
Yeah.
the album, and it's true.
Yeah.
It's like your true emotions, your raw emotions.
Yeah.
So what are your favorite tracks?
I just had a party in Dallas like 2 days ago, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it was a we've been doing these album release parties around, and perform when I was performing this time, I really enjoyed Fire. I like, I love Wind Me Up. I like Breaking All My Rules, which we didn't perform.
Yes, you're saying them all. You're saying them all.
And yeah, Your Majesty. I really like my album, I think, so those are some tracks that stick out to me right now. But every day is different, it's like your babies, it's like you can't pick really, but today those are the ones that I think about a little bit. Yeah.
I'm so glad that you said those. Those are my favorite tracks.
Yeah.
But I would have to say the top one is Breaking All My Rules.
Yeah,
That one
okay,
that is
yeah,
so good. It's such
yeah,
a great
yeah,
track. I'm like, oh my gosh, what was he going through?
yeah, yeah.
You're just making me do crazy things. I'm just in love with you. I love it. I am here for it all.
That was a fun track to actually record. You know what I mean? Some tracks it's hard to record, especially when you're trying different things. Because I write all my songs. Like I don't have
Yes.
ghostwriters. I don't do it like so. I'm writing, I'm helping produce, and I'm singing them. So I'm trying to figure out all these different things to do. But with Breaking All My Rules, it was really natural. It was really easy. It was fun, and I think we recorded it in like 30 minutes. I wrote it in 30 minutes after hearing the track, and I don't think I've ever said that on the interview, but it was really easy to write. Like it was fun. I love that song.
It's such a great song. It's so relatable. I mean, everyone has been in that situation.
You know what I mean?
Some, stage in their life,
Yeah.
or they've contemplated,
Yeah.
being in that situation. But yeah, definitely, it's so good. The album is so good. Who are some of your dream collaborations?
Always, I'm asked this question a lot. It was Lauryn Hill. I love Kendrick Lamar and Jay-Z. Chance the Rapper, Chance was supposed to be on Breaking All My Rules.
What?
But he was super busy because he was opening. He had his business thing he was doing. I won't tell his business, but and he sent over Big Mensa. Like he kind of made the correlation with me and Big.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like Chance, and the list is really long. I've been talking to Coco Jones's people, trying to do a record with her,
Mm-hmm.
and me and Usher, we have the same PR, so I want to do a song with him. I don't know. A lot of
I
people.
mean, everybody that you've named, I'm like, he has not said one wrong person right now. I'm loving every person on this list right now.
Okay, good.
Yes, and I would like to just throw in a couple of people in there. I wouldn't mind you working with Chloe and definitely Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay, I love that.
I am here for it. I
Yes.
can hear it. Your voice and her voice. Oh my gosh, on a record. What? Talk
That would
about
be
a
fun.
story. Talk about a story. You guys
Yeah.
will be driving it home.
Yeah, we should do that. Maybe that's gonna happen. Like I
Throwing
really
it out
believe
there.
that. Yeah, I believe that the next project I'm already working on, by the way. But I
There's
believe
no stop with you.
yeah, I believe the next project I'll have some more surprises for sure.
Awesome. And again, you wear so many hats. You're a performer, you're a songwriter, producer, and you're a co-founder and CEO of True Music. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so True Music is my label that I started with my really good friends, Sabrina Harrison and Dr. Phil Harrison. And I just wanted to create a label that was healthy and the environment was healthy and spiritual, but also a label that's not just boxed into this one idea of performance or this one idea of artistry. You know what I mean? What I've ran into in the industry is if you're going to do a song about God, like it has to be under this one label, and then you can't do anything else, or like you fired pretty much. And then like if you go to a label that's predominantly pop or R&B or hip hop, it's like if you try to do a spiritual song like a Kanye West would do or whoever, like then it's a problem there, then a lot of times people have problems with change and seeing each other outside of social norms and boxes, and labels are easy to attach to people because it's just easier, you know, to like say, oh, you're this and that's all you're going to be.
Right.
So I wanted to create a label that gave freedom, but also was a healthy environment, and it's ran, like I said, by an artist, and I love the people that I've been able to work with, and I can't wait for people to see the other artists that we, you know, are working with.
Awesome. We can't wait to see it too. This is great. This is great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Dante, we are going to play a game. You know, on this is RB.com, we love playing games. And our favorite game with songwriters is Write the Hook. So I'm going to give you 2 words and you just write a simple hook, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. So the 2 words are here and go.
Here and go. Here and go. Look, I'm by my piano.
I love it.
Here and go. I'll do it. I got you. I'm gonna make a song. So, whether you're here or go, I'll still be holding on. I feels like we're out of control. It's the inevitable when you love somebody. Sometimes it ends. Whether you're here or go, I'll always love you so. Something like that. I don't know.
Keep going with that. That feels like a song already that I know. I don't even know, but I'm here. Yeah. I'm here for it, and I want it to go. So I just love it. I love it. And then when you were playing on the piano, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be able to hear him. Like, just really flow. I love seeing artists just in their element. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Dante, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you. We are so grateful to have you on This Is R&B.com. And guys, check out his EP, self-titled, Dante Bowe. Anything else you want to let the people know? Let them know where they can find you and how they can stay connected.
So everything is Dante Bowe. My website is dantebowe.com. Social media is Dante Bowe. So yeah, that's how you find me.
Oh, we love it. We love you. And thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next time on This Is R&B.com. Take care.
Peace.